Open Access Theses and Dissertations by Dr. Joseph I. Thomas, Postdoctoral Fellow, Department of Library and Information Science, University of Kerala.
Introduction. Theses and dissertations are part and parcel of students' life. Openness is a concept that has become a parameter for accessing knowledge and communication systems. Singh and Chikati defines open access literature as digital, online, free of charge and free of most of the copyright and licensing restrictions. Open access repositories are those websites which are hosted by the universities and other research organizations which allow everyone to download scientific research papers without any cost. An institutional repository, as defined by TROVE, is a digital archive of the intellectual product created by the faculty, research staff and students of an institution and accessible to end users both within and outside of the institution. Outline of the presentation. There are a number of national and international dissertations which are available online free of cost. In today's presentation, I will be briefing about 30 openly accessible sources from which theses and dissertations can be downloaded. EBSCO Open Dissertations. EBSCO Open Dissertations is a collaboration between EBSCO and Bibliolabs that brings an innovative approach to increasing traffic and discoverability of ETD research. This new collaboration extends the work started in 2014 when EBSCO and H.W. Wilson Foundation created American doctoral dissertations which contained indexing from the H.W. Wilson print publication Doctoral Dissertations Accepted by American Universities 1933-55. In 2015, the H.W. Wilson Foundation agreed to support the expansion of the scope of the American Doctoral Dissertations database to include records for dissertations and theses from 1955 to the present. Network Digital Library of Theses and Dissertations NDLTD. NDLTD is an open access organization dedicated to making theses and dissertations as widely available as possible regardless of individual or institutional membership. NDLTD makes its online catalog available to any service provider interested to provide its own search interface to the Union catalog. ETHOS. ETHOS is the UK's national thesis service which aims to maximize the visibility and availability of UK's doctoral research theses. There are approximately 5 lakh records relating to theses awarded by over 120 institutions. Around 2,60,000 of these also provide access to full-text theses either through download from ETHOS database or via links to the institution's own repository. Of the remaining 2,20,000 records dating back to at least 1800, 3/4 are available to be ordered for scanning through the ETHOS digitization on demand facility. THESES Canada. THESES Canada, launched in 1965 at the request of the Deans of the Canadian Graduate Schools, is a collaborative program between Library and Archives Canada and Canadian universities. It strives to acquire and preserve theses and dissertations from participating universities, to provide free access to Canadian digital theses and dissertations in the collection, to facilitate access to non-digital theses and dissertations in the collection. THESES.FR, a search engine for French doctoral theses. THESES.FR website aims to provide an entry point on the web to all doctoral theses in preparation in France, to all doctoral theses defended in France, and to all to people and organizations related to these theses. THESES.TESEO. THESES.TESEO is a Spanish Ministry of Education database where you can retrieve doctoral dissertations written at Spanish universities. The website also allows you to monitor and consult every thesis file since 1976. Swedish University Dissertations, Dissertations.SE. Dissertations.SE lets you search among university dissertations from Sweden written in English. At the moment, There are 76,571 finished dissertations in the database, and about half of these are available for download as PDF. Oxford Research Archive. Oxford Research Archive helps access open access journal article, thesis, working paper, book section, conference item, books, etc., which are in the holdings of Oxford University. PQDT Open. PQDT Open provides the full text of open access dissertations and theses free of charge. You can quickly and easily locate dissertations and theses relevant to your discipline and view the complete text in PDF format. OATD.org. OATD.org aims to be the best possible resource for finding open access graduate theses and dissertations published around the world. Metadata comes from over 1,100 colleges, universities and research institutions. OATD currently index 52,18,230 dissertations and theses. Dart Europe. Dart Europe is a participation of research libraries and library consortia who are working together to improve global access to European research theses. Dart Europe is endorsed by LIBER and is the European working group of NDLTD. RIAN. RIAN began as an investigation into institutional repositories by the Irish Universities Association Libraries Group 2005. The project aim was to harvest to one portal the contents of the institutional repositories of the 7 university libraries in order to make Irish research material more freely accessible and to increase the research profiles of individual researchers and their institutions. As RIAN developed further, other Irish research repositories were added, and more continued to be added so that RIAN will truly become a portal of Irish research. NARCIS. NARCIS of the Netherlands is an online portal for searching Dutch scientific research publications and data. As of July 2018, NARCIS indexed 268,989 datasets and 7,486 publications, including a significant portion of open access work. National ETD Portal South Africa. National ETD Portal South Africa is run by the UCTCS Digital Libraries Laboratory on behalf of the NDLTD. Metadata for all these theses and dissertations produced internationally are collected and made accessible as well as disseminated further from this site. Software is developed and maintained by the Digital Libraries Laboratory at the University of Cape Town. Indian ETD repository SHODHGANGA. SHODHGANGA at Inflip Center provides a platform for research students to deposit their PhD theses and make it available to the entire scholarly community in open access. SHODHGANGA at Inflip Center aims to facilitate open access to Indian theses and dissertations to the academic community worldwide. Online availability of electronic theses through centrally maintained digital repositories not only ensure easy access and archiving of Indian doctoral theses, but also will help in raising the quality and standard of research. The repository has the ability to capture, index, store, disseminate and preserve ETDs submitted by the researchers. THESEUS. THESEUS is a service provided by RIAN, the Rectors Conference of Finnish Universities of Applied Sciences. THESEUS gives you online access to theses and publications from Finnish Universities of Applied Sciences, and you can read and utilize entire theses and publications in your research and development work, or just get acquainted with those. E-Scholarship. E-Scholarship serves as an institutional repository for the 10 University of California campuses and affiliated research centers. It includes postprints as well as working papers, E-thesis and dissertations, student projects, etc. Institutional Repositories Database IRDB. Institutional Repositories Database IRDB provides departmental bulletin papers, technical reports, journal articles, research report, theses, conference paper, etc. from institutions in Japan. NZRESEARCH. NZRESEARCH provides access to research documents produced at universities, polytechnics and other research institutions throughout New Zealand. TROVE. TROVE is a place to explore all things in Australia. It's a single point of entry to the treasure trove of artifacts, curiosities and stories from Australia's cultural, community and research institutions. OPENAIRE. OPENAIRE is a partnership of more than 50 institutions, all working to shape and implement effective open access and open science policies. Latin American theses. La Referencia provides access to theses and dissertations from Latin American countries. It provides theses in Portuguese, English, Spanish, French and Italian. African Education Research Database. African Education Research Database aims to raise the visibility of African research, consolidate the evidence base for policy and practice, and inform future research priorities and partnerships. It's a curated collection of research undertaken in the past decade by the scholars based in sub-Saharan Africa. The database includes social science research with implications for educational policy and practice, peer-reviewed articles, chapters, PhD theses and working papers identified through structured searches of academic and grey literature databases, expert consultation and pearl growing techniques. Recap. RCAAP aims to collect, aggregate and index open access scientific contents from Portuguese institutional repositories. RCAAP constitutes a single entry portal for searching, discovery and recall of thousands of scientific and scholarly publications, namely journal articles, conference papers, theses, dissertations, etc. distributed by several Portuguese repositories. Open Science Network Austria. Open Science Network Austria provides information on the activities of the network and its working groups, as well as on events and various resources on open science in Austria. SHARE. SHARE is an international networking project comprising 39 partners from across Europe working together on enhancing the third cycle of arts research education in Europe. CORE. CORE provides a unified search facility of repository contents from a variety of sources. Scholarship at Western. Scholarship at Western is a multifunctional portal that collects, showcases, archives and preserves a variety of materials created or sponsored by the University of Western Ontario community. EUROPEANA. EUROPEANA provides access to millions of books, music, artworks along with electronic dissertations from European libraries. Digital Commons Network. Digital Commons Network brings together free full text of articles from hundreds of universities and colleges worldwide. The resources in this list is curated by the university librarians and their supporting institutions. The network includes a growing collection of articles, book chapters, dissertations, working papers, conference proceedings and other original scholarly work. In this presentation, I have listed 30 open access resources that could be used for downloading theses and dissertations free of cost.